Ever pondered over the difference between assets and liabilities? This might sound like a simple question, but the answer is a crucial key to financial success. You see, understanding these two terms can be a game changer in the world of finance. Let's put it this way. Imagine you're navigating a ship. Assets are the wind in your sails, propelling you forward, while liabilities are like an anchor holding you back. You want to increase the wind and reduce the anchor, right? Well, the same principle applies to your financial journey. Knowing how to differentiate and manage assets and liabilities can help you chart a course towards financial freedom. It's like being the captain of your ship, knowing exactly when to hoist the sails and when to drop the anchor. So, if you're curious about these financial terms, stick around. We're about to unravel the mystery. So, what exactly are assets? Great question. In the simplest terms, assets are things that you own that have value, but not just any value. We're talking about value that can be converted into cash. Think of assets as your personal wealth builders, your financial superheroes, if you will. Let's take a closer look. Imagine you're in a forest and you're collecting berries. Each berry you collect and store is an asset. Why? Because these berries can be used or sold for something else you need or want. In the financial world, assets work much the same way. Assets come in many shapes and sizes too. They can be physical, like a house or car, or they can be intangible, like stocks and bonds. They can even be skills or knowledge that you've acquired, which can be used to earn money, that's right. Your expertise in a particular field or your ability to play the piano can be considered assets. Now let's think about a savings account. The money you have in that account is an asset. Why? Because it's something you own, and it has a value that can be converted into cash. In fact, it already is cash. But here's the kicker. Not all assets are created equal. Some assets, like a house, can appreciate in value over time. That means they can become more valuable the longer you hold on to them. Other assets, like a car, can depreciate or lose value over time. So when you're thinking about assets, it's not just about what you own. It's also about how those things can grow or shrink in value over time. And most importantly, it's about how they can generate income for you. That's right. The true power of assets lies in their ability to put money in your pocket. Whether it's through rental income from a property, dividends from stocks, or interest from a savings account, assets can provide a steady stream of income. In essence, assets put money in your pocket. They're the golden geese of the financial world, laying golden eggs for you to collect and enjoy. So the next time you think about your financial future, remember to focus on assets. They're your ticket to financial freedom and prosperity. Now let's flip the coin. What are liabilities? Imagine you're standing on a sandy beach. The waves are gently lapping at your feet, and in your hands, you're holding a sieve. The sand in the sieve represents your income. As you shake it, some of the sand slips through the holes, disappearing back into the beach. This is precisely what liabilities do to your income. In simple terms, liabilities are financial obligations or debts that you owe. They're like holes in your sieve, causing your hard-earned income to slip away. Just like how the sand slips through the holes, money slips out of your hands to pay off these debts or obligations. For instance, let's consider a car loan. You might think, I own a car. That's an asset, right? Well, not exactly. While the car may be a physical asset, the loan you took to purchase it is a liability. Each month, money is siphoned off from your income to pay off this loan. It's a constant outflow of cash from your pocket, making the car a liability. Similarly, credit card bills, mortgages, student loans, all of these are common examples of liabilities. They are obligations that you must fulfill, and therefore, they are always taking money out of your pocket. But here's the catch. Not all liabilities are as obvious as a mortgage or a car loan. Some liabilities are hidden in plain sight. Let's take your shiny new smartphone. Sure, it's great to have the latest technology at your fingertips, but the monthly payments for that device? That's a liability. So, whether it's the monthly installments for your car, your home mortgage, or even the payments for your brand new smartphone, these are all liabilities. They are constantly taking money out of your pocket, just like the sand slipping through the sieve. To sum it up, if an asset is a golden goose laying eggs in your basket, a liability is the fox that sneaks in and steals them away. Simply put, liabilities take money out of your pocket. Ever wondered why the rich get richer while the poor and middle class seem to struggle? This is a question that has puzzled many for generations. The answer lies in the way these different classes handle their finances, more specifically, their relationship with assets and liabilities. Imagine, if you will, two individuals. One is a wealthy entrepreneur, the other is a hardworking middle-class professional. The entrepreneur, let's call him Mr. Rich, has a knack for spotting opportunities. He invests in real estate, stocks, bonds, assets that generate income over time. He understands that his wealth is not defined by the cash he has in the bank, but by the income his assets bring. On the other hand, our middle-class professional, let's call her Miss Average, earns a decent salary. She buys a house, a car, and enjoys the occasional vacation. These, in most cases, are liabilities. They take money out of her pocket. The house requires maintenance, the car depreciates, and the vacations are short-term pleasures. The poor, unfortunately, have a similar story to Miss Average, but with fewer resources. They often find themselves in a cycle of debt, acquiring liabilities that constantly drain their income. This isn't to say that the poor and middle class are financially illiterate, far from it. But the systems in place, societal pressures, and lack of financial education often lead them down a path of accumulating liabilities. The rich, however, have learned to break free from this cycle. They focus their resources on acquiring assets. They understand that wealth is built over time through patience and smart investments. This isn't a game of luck or fate. It's a game of financial intelligence, knowing what to buy, when to buy it, and how to make it work for you. That's the secret to wealth. So the next time you're faced with a financial decision, think like Mr. Rich. Is this an asset that will generate income, or a liability that will cost me money? The secret to wealth, then, lies in acquiring more assets and fewer liabilities. You might now be asking, why should I focus on acquiring assets? Well, the answer is simple and profound. Assets are the golden keys to unlocking the door to financial freedom. They represent the foundation upon which true wealth is built. But why is that? Imagine your financial life as a game of chess. In this game, assets are your knights, bishops, and rooks. They are the pieces that work for you, maneuvering across the board, helping you gain control and secure your victory. On the other hand, liabilities are like the opponent's pieces, restricting your moves and posing threats to your king, your financial stability. An asset, be it real estate, stocks, or a business, is like a faithful employee working tirelessly, day and night, to put money into your pocket. This steady stream of income is called passive income, and it's the secret sauce to achieving financial independence. It's the income that continues to flow even when you're not actively working. It's the income that allows you to live life on your terms. Furthermore, assets are your shield against the unforeseen storms of life. Let's face it, life is full of uncertainties. Economic recessions, job losses, medical emergencies, any of these could strike at any moment. But when you have assets, you have a buffer, a safety net that can protect you and your loved ones from financial distress. Moreover, focusing on assets can lead to exponential growth of wealth. That's because assets, especially investment assets, have the potential to grow in value over time. This growth not only outpaces inflation, but can also lead to the creation of substantial wealth. So, if you're dreaming of a life free from financial worries, a life where you're the master of your time, then assets should be your focus. They are the seeds you plant today to harvest a secure and prosperous future. Assets, therefore, are the building blocks of financial success. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? In the grand scheme of things, the difference between assets and liabilities is like night and day. Assets are your financial friends, injecting your life with value and prosperity, while liabilities are the silent saboteurs, slowly draining away your hard-earned wealth. The rich, with their astute financial acumen, focus on acquiring assets. They buy things that put money into their pockets, like real estate, stocks, or businesses. On the other hand, the poor and middle class often fall into the trap of liabilities. They purchase items that seem like assets, like cars or expensive gadgets, but these only take money out of their pockets. The key to financial freedom is to understand this crucial difference and make conscious choices that tilt the balance towards assets. Remember, every decision you make today has the power to shape your tomorrow. Choose assets over liabilities. Give yourself and your loved ones a life filled with financial peace and prosperity.